If you date him in the current state that he is in at the moment, you know what will happen? Shege Pro Max. Hello everyone, my name is Timmy Topoya, and today I just want to talk about the story that is trending now. And the essence of why I'm doing this is not to castigate anybody or to point accusing fingers, but to actually make us see or learn 5 things from this story. Okay, so follow me closely. Number 1, the one thing that I want you to learn from this experience, ladies particularly, if you date a hot person, they're gonna hurt you back. The state that Robbie is in at the moment, he is very hurt. And honestly, if he doesn't heal before he deals, he's gonna bleed on somebody else. Somebody else may pay the price for the hurt that he's going through right now. And I can imagine how some people feel that they are saviors. Some girls, oh, I'm savior of the world. Let me heal you. You get your heart broken. Let him see a therapist. That's number 1. Okay? Heal before you deal, or else you bleed as somebody else. That's number 1. Now, number 2, I think it's very unfair to string people along, either it's relationship or it's marriage. In marriage, yes, but after a while, when you know you have checked out, okay, and you don't want to consider counseling, you don't see a future in this, it's best that you open your mouth and say, I'm not interested. You know, the reason why this is very painful, or why it's going viral now, it's because it's happening to a man. But yeah, a lot of men actually do that a lot, where they don't want to break up with you, but they start misbehaving. Ladies do it as well too. You know, I think it's cowardly, right? For you to not be interested in someone, but you continue to string them along, you give them hope for one day, the next day you are misbehaving. It's bad behavior. If you don't see a future in that relationship, if you have given up hope completely, it's best that you let the person know and do not string them along. Number 3, things don't get better because we desire that they should get better. Issues that you don't address tend to escalate, okay? And so when I listened to that, the whole length of the story, one thing that kept ruminating that I saw a pattern was he saw the signs, even in marriage. He saw that things were not working out, but he was kind of like hoping and thinking that, oh, let's patch things through. So I'm wondering why that distance of 4 years. Okay, again, he tried. But one of the key things, without actually going into details of what he said, was that he was really hopeful things were going to get better without necessarily having to, you know, we are not, I think he said they did counseling once, right? You know, but again, when things are not working out, you need to call it out as it is. Okay, and not okay, maybe it's because he's busy, says he's busy, then assume that that's the case. You need to call it out. I don't know, there's this distance between us. What's going on? Maybe that will have saved me a lot of heartache that is actually free right now, because it elongated for a very long time. And the more it elongated, the more the hot, okay? And so, what's my summary for this third point? It's that things don't get better because we really want them to, or we wish them to. They get better because we do something about it. You know, that's number 3. Number four, oh God. One of the key things that me and my husband agreed was that because of their problem was money. It was money from the get-go, you know, when he relocated, and then things were not going as smooth as they should be. That was the beginning of the end of the whole thing. Money is a big deal. Money is a big deal, and it should be a tool. If it's not managed appropriately, it can destroy things really, really bad. You know, so much so that even when you now have the money, you can't amend what has been done, the damage that has been done already. You know, and so I want to encourage people. It's a very difficult place to be, okay? I did a video on YouTube. You should check it out, where we talked about when we had money issues and how we dealt with it. But it's not the challenge, it's what you do about it, okay? That's very, very important. And it's just sad that that happened to them, you know, but Again, money issues can happen to anybody. Businesses can fail, people lose their job. Understand that you work together as one to be able to come out of that situation. But when you start going against each other, you will tear each other apart. Red flags don't become green flags in marriage. They don't suddenly turn green. In fact, it becomes a full-blown fire in marriage. Why do I say that? You know, people say he saw the signs and all of those things. I'm not saying for him. There are a lot of people that saw certain things, but somehow they think that, oh, I will wing it, or responsibility will make this person change. If it's there from the beginning, it's going to magnify. I typically would say that marriage is a magnifier of the things that already exist. So I'm just going to say this in a very, very summarized way. I hope you listen. Red flags don't become green flags in marriage. They become full-blown fire. I hope we have learned something for this. My desire for him really right now is not even a relationship. What I desire for him is to heal, to be able to understand why it happened, maybe not necessarily, but heal from it so that it doesn't affect the next relationship that he's going to go into. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comment section.